It's Enley here. So I help men lose 30 pounds in 3 months. And see, my whole offer is about to change your health, we have to change your life. Do you see what I'm saying here? The quality of your life depends on the quality of your health, and vice versa. They're the same thing. Because everyone's attacking the symptom, but not the problem. And it's usually something deeper. And I can only give you a couple examples, actually. Like, for example, I had this one guy I was helping out. He was making a good amount of money, software engineer, but he's living with his parents. He was there to save money, but he had to lose weight. He was just, he didn't like where he was at. He was making good money in his life, but he wanted to fix his fitness. And I'm talking to him and everything, and he's telling me it's just rough at home because his parents don't eat well. I mean, like, the fridge is full and the pantry's full. He's thankful for that, but it's not the right food. That's not whole foods. They're eating like frozen TV dinners every night, and he's trying to help his parents too, but like they don't want to change. And I'm telling him, you can only change yourself. That's why you're here with me, because you want to change yourself. Even I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself, right? And then I made a suggestion to him, and I thought I was over pushing my boundaries a little bit. But I told him, how about you just move out of your parents' house? You can afford an apartment. You could live somewhere else, right? I mean, it sounds like you have enough money just talking to you and everything. And he wanted to save a little bit more money. And obviously, he loves his parents, so it was a hard thing to do. But he wanted to lose the weight. And he's like, you know what? I think I gotta make the big decision and move out. And I told him, like, hey, if you don't like it, you could always go back, right? Just try it out, just for a month, right? And the month went by. The dude lost. I mean, I told him, you'd probably lose like 10 pounds, right? Guy lost 20 pounds in 1 month. And he actually told me he hasn't changed what he's been eating. He's barely been working out. He wasn't even on the pro. He wasn't even doing his best that he could in the month. Like, it was rough. We're changing a lot of habits. But he said the only thing he did is just move out. And I was telling him, like, yeah, the people that you surround yourself with affect you a lot more than you think they do. And it's sad because in this case, it's his parents. But the kid lost 20 pounds. And after that, it's just like, whew. He's like, tell me anything, man. He's like, you got it. You know what you're talking about, right? And I helped him lose even more weight after that. We lost way more than 30 pounds. And his parents saw that. And they saw, like, oh, we might have been a little bit of the problem. And now they're changing their habits too. So it's crazy. I helped one guy lose weight, lose more than 30 pounds of weight. Awesome. But he's in a new apartment. His parents are actually looking at their own health. Now he's got a better relationship with his parents. And they're like, oh, you actually did better without us. Like, there's something wrong with us. And now they're reflecting. Now he's got a better relationship. I mean, crazy, right? I didn't expect that. That blew me away. Or I could give you another one. I had a client that was going to go into a judo competition, right? And he needed to lose 30 pounds because he wanted me in a different weight class. So I had him tracking everything, this and that. And I had a hunch on this because the foods and stuff he was eating, and he's talking about his sugar cravings and everything. Now, how about we go on a fast? Let's reset your diet. 24 hours? 12 hours is tough enough for him, but 24 hours? I had him eat fruit before and after. When he ate fruit, the idea was to clean out his pipes, right? His whole digestive tract. Because we got all this gunk that just lies in there that hardens. People don't realize this. We just keep on eating and eating. We don't reset our bodies. The guy did that. I mean, he didn't realize how, when he went to the bathroom, not to be too gross, not to be too graphic, but a lot more came out than he thought he would. Usually, when he goes to the bathroom. And a parasite came out, a worm. And he couldn't believe it. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like this is why you have sugar cravings, because you're eating for two, you know? And now you got all this gunk in your pipes that you just cleaned out, and you just killed off this this nematode in there. It's like, yeah, the guy didn't think he wanted to lose weight. He didn't think, well, he didn't even know he had the problem with the worm inside of him, right? And his digestive tract was just all messed up, and his appetite, he didn't even realize any of that. And then his life was 10 times better after that. And he made weight for the judo competition. Who knew? And this is the last one I'll give you. So this girl came to me and she wanted to lose weight. Okay, cool. And she's telling me she had this fear of the gym. She hated the gym. And we're talking. And then she actually confessed to me, and this was pretty intense, but she was sexually assaulted when she was younger. I'm like, okay. And she was telling me every time I work out, it feels like that situation that I was in, like in her body. I'm like, whoa, okay, okay. And I knew this was a different animal. Like I'm not a I'm minor in psychology, but I'm not a psychologist. So I was being careful with this. So I gave her some simple advice to get over her fears, which I've used personally for all areas of my life. I told her, go to the gym, park your car, walk inside, go home. She's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Like, if you want to get a full workout, I mean, you might as well if you're there, right? But no, I just want you baby steps. That's all. I'm not forcing you to do anything. So she went to the gym. She actually jumped on the treadmill. Okay, that's the start. And she went home. Next time, okay, go and do the same thing again. If you want to do a little bit extra, go ahead. But that's on you. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Well, she started doing some bicep curls. Okay, cool, cool. Go on and do the same thing again. And she added another workout, another work. She was doing full half-hour workouts. She got over her fear. And during the process, she was internalizing this trauma and going through it, but she was taking baby steps, right? And, we could up the intensity, we could do more things, but she was getting over her trauma, this horrible, one of the worst things that could probably happen to a human being, right? She was getting over this trauma, and she just wanted to lose weight with me. Blew her away. So what I say is, from Miyamoto Musashi, learn one thing, learn 10,000 things. Because I do have one offer, but I think I need to make multiple offers, but, I just need to test them out, get enough testimonials for them. But yeah, that's a lot. That's what I live by, because it's a holistic thing. Everything in your life, you are the product of everything in your life. That's what your health is. This is my philosophy. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it.